Hello viewers, welcome to my YouTube channel Curiosity Wax, and this is a film review. I'll probably maybe try to do more film reviews this year. They're mainly going to be from films I watch on Amazon Prime, so I won't be buying loads of DVDs. So if there's any Amazon Prime films that you want me to check out, then just leave them in the comments. But the first film that I saw on Friday was John Carter, because the book that it's based on, The Princess of Mars by Edgar Rice Burroughs, is a book that I studied as part of a MOOC about science fiction literature, so I thought I'd check the film out, and I have to say I prefer the film over the book because I found it gave me a lot more understanding of the story, and the visuals are amazing. So it's about this guy from the Wild West, and there's these sort of mystical people who can transport themselves between worlds and between planets. So one of these mystical people has this medallion, and he can transport himself to Earth in the Wild West, and this cowboy guy is looking for this special cave of mystical stuff, but he's a bit of an outlaw, so the soldiers are coming after him, and he ends up finding the cave of Earth and goes and explores it. And then he has a run-in with this mystical person with his medallion, and then he shoots him, and then he takes this medallion and he's transported to a different planet, and he wakes up on this different planet and he doesn't know where he is, and he's been transported to Mars. So he wakes up, he don't know where he is, and he starts to gets up and starts to just walk along, but his ability on this new planet is being able to jump really far and really high. So it shows him having a bit of trouble adjusting to his effect on gravity and gravity's effect on him. So I like that sequence. And then it's sort of a Wild West on Mars. There's 3 different sort of factions. There's the blue people, the tribe that wears the blue, and the tribe that wears the red, and these are humanoid people, and they're fighting against each other. And then there's these alien people, and they've got 4 arms, and they're green, and they're fighting against both the others. So yeah, what happens is there's a princess who is Dejah Thoris, and she's been promised to, I'm confused, it's a bit confusing. She's part of one side, and she's been promised to marry this sort of the leader of the other side, and she and her father think it's so they can like bring peace, but the other side have got plans to take over. And John Carter gets taken by these alien people, and then he eventually meets the princess, and there's a big fight because he knows that there's a trap, and he gets the alien people to work together and work with him to defeat the bad humanoid people. I'm not very good at explaining this. So on Mars is known as Barsoom, and he falls in love with the princess, but at first she starts to help him find a way to get back to Earth, which on Barsoom, Earth is known as Jarsoom, and he marries the princess, and then he gets to Earth again, but he wants to go back, so he has this nephew, and he finds this who is, because the nephew thinks this John Carter has died, and he's sort of inherited stuff, and he's given this diary, and it tells the story of how John Carter got to Mars, and I don't think I'll spoil the ending. So what we see is like the nephew reading the story, and we see John Carter's journey on Mars, and the emotional journey of ingratiating himself with the aliens and the citizens. The major characters are Deja Forest, Taz Tarkus, Solar, Wooler, which is this like alien dog who adopts John Carter, and then the red faction and the blue faction. And it's really good. I thought it was really enjoyable to actually be able to see the story, and I felt I understood the story a lot more than when I read the book. So yeah, I want to keep these film reviews pretty short, but yeah, I really liked it, and I gave it 4 out of 5 because it was enjoyable, but I only really give 5 out of 5 when I get really hyperactive after a film. So, but 4 out of 5, and I do recommend it. So I hope you have enjoyed this film review, and thank you for watching.